Tonight on Access TV, straight from New York City, it's Gotham Comedy Live. Get ready to laugh with Mike Cannon, Dana Rumi, Larry Bea, Rich Aronovich, and this week's host, Fran Drescher.
Welcome to Gotham Comedy Live! What a great crowd. I so wanted to be thinner for this. But they asked me like yesterday, and there really wasn't enough time. I need to lose 10 pounds to say I need to lose 10 pounds. And you know, I really have never done stand-up. I mean, on late night, I just sit down, and anything where my ass is connected to a chair usually works out. But I like to try new things, I do. I just officiated a gay wedding. Yeah, that's how I raise money for Cancer Schmancer. Give me a donation, and I'll marry you. And hopefully it's gonna work out better than it did for me. I've always been like a gay icon, but honestly, when my husband came out, that was when I was elevated to Judy Garland status. People always say to me, how could you not know? Well, I didn't. We were having a lot of sex. How the hell did I know that he was fantasizing about our waiter at Olive Garden? I really have no one to blame but myself. When we got married, we gave each other a free pass. You know, the one person you're allowed to cheat with. He picked Cher. And I picked Bruce Jenner. So there I was, divorced, middle-aged, and dating for the first time since high school. Now I find myself in bed with a guy, and out of the blue, he says, when did you quit smoking? And I'm thinking, where the hell is this coming from? Then it dawns on me. He thinks my estrogen patch is for nicotine. I'm thinking, what's better, smoking or menopause? Meanwhile, I just had another birthday. Stop. When a 50-year-old becomes a younger man, you stop celebrating. And someone gives me a gift, something that I definitely didn't have, a real baby elephant. I'm serious. He lives in Africa, he's a little orphan, and I'm his foster mother. You support him, you take care of his food, his shelter, they send you updates, they send you pictures, they send you a letter, just like they would do from Sally Struthers. But you know, I never had kids, and now I know why. The stress is killing me. All I do is worry. Is he eating enough? Did he make any elephant friends? Does he know how much his mother loves him? Not a gift for a Jewish woman. I swear I'm turning into my mother. You know when you were in your 40s and you do something stupid and you would like make a joke, oh, I'm having a senior moment. Well, now when I do something stupid, it's no joke. It's a fucking real senior moment. This morning, I take juice out of the refrigerator and I take a glass out of the cabinet, and suddenly I found myself shaking the glass. What? And why is everything written so small? I am so grateful to Apple for the option of text size. When I'm out in public, I feel like I look young because I don't have to put glasses on to read my text, but I have to conceal the phone. Because otherwise people might know that I have 3 words on the screen. And none of my shoes fit anymore. What the hell is that about? Even my rings are suddenly too small. And then a friend tells me, oh, well, when you get older, your feet get bigger, your hands get bigger, plus you shrink. That's sexy. Who the hell's gonna want me as I morph into a hobbit? I could kill Peter, my ex-husband, for turning gay. Meanwhile, he's still alone, and so am I. Watch, we'll end up back together. And should we ever want to get laid, we only have to hire one guy.
Live from the Gotham Comedy Club in New York City, Mike Cannon is taking the stage when we return. And stick around later for more with Fran Drescher when she returns to the stage. Welcome back to Gotham Comedy Live. More great stand-up coming your way starting right now.
So, you know, I'm stuck with the dog from my last relationship. And he's just like the guy. Starts out adorable, devoted, loves sleeping with me, then all of a sudden, he's aggressive, he doesn't like my friends, he leaves his shit everywhere. Too bad I can't break up with my dog and euthanize my ex. Now, you've seen her at Comedy Central. Please give it up for Mike Cannon.
Wow. Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm Fran's gay ex-husband. Feels good to be back in her good graces. This is good. I'm actually somebody's husband. I just got married 3 weeks ago. Very excited. Thank you. Thank you. Primarily female support. Thank you. Every woman was like, true love does exist. Not one man lifted their hand off their lap. I appreciate. Here's the thing. I understand statistically it was a terrible decision. But my girl's put in her time. She has her 10,000 hours. It's true. We've been together for a very long time. We're both 31 years old. We've been dating since we were 10. I know. In all fairness, though, it's been on and off, so I have HPV and stuff, but seriously. I'm just kidding. I've never been tested. But, the whole lead up to the wedding was so brutal. Like, there was so much planning that I took very little part in. But my girl had a full plate. She did everything, too. She had, like, a bachelorette party, a bridal shower. She was throwing, like, 48 parades. Just constant parties celebrating her ability to accept a gift. That's all she did to become engaged. She stuck out her hand, received something shiny, then got whisked away on her princess tour. Yeah, while I'm stuck here trying to make 100 strangers love me on a nightly basis. She went to Puerto Rico for her bachelorette party. Yeah, beautiful, lovely, thank you. I appreciate that. As co-owner of Puerto Rico, I thank you. She did something I thought was weird, though, because she's never been before, so I figured an all-inclusive resort would be the safest bet to go to when you haven't, been to the place before. But instead, her and her friends just Airbnb'd a place. Yeah, I was like, what do you want to be in fucking Taken 19? Like, is that? Because I don't have a particular set of skills. Yeah. If you get took, that shit's on you, boo-boo. That's all I could think of the entire time she was gone, because I was on mushrooms that whole weekend. I was like, holy shit, she's gonna get kidnapped and then sold into sex slavery. Right? But then I remembered she was 30, so there's no risk of that. Not much of a market out there for a full-grown woman with a solidified opinion. Too tough to trick. We went to Bali for our honeymoon. We just got back, which was, it was awesome because I can't afford Baltimore. My girl sold it to me in such a psychotic way too, because I was unsure. It's on the other side of the world. It's a completely different culture. I don't know about anything about it. So she's like, listen, it's gonna be the trip of a lifetime. The weather's incredible. The food is amazing. But just a heads up, the water's like infested with sharks. I was like, why the fuck would that be a part of your sales pitch? As if you don't know that my biggest fear in the entire world is to be eaten by a shark. It is, which is a weird fear for me to have because I live in Brooklyn. So I'm very rarely in the crosshairs of a shark. Like, I have some city fears. My biggest New York City fear is definitely to be pushed in front of a subway, right? But I figured it out. It's because I spend the majority of my commute thinking about pushing people in front of a subway. Figure somebody else has to be thinking it too, and have far more ambition than I. Second biggest New York City fear is that a pigeon flies in my mouth and gives me AIDS. I didn't say it was gonna be reasonable. It's just something I think about. Anytime one of those poison devil birds comes flying in my face, I feel like it's gonna clip my lip and I'm gonna rapidly lose weight. Like that's... Shark thing didn't even turn out to be true, which is actually a bummer. Because I figured if I would, being eaten by a shark on your honeymoon might be the best way to die. Right? Because I wouldn't have to play the long game of marriage. I give her 5 days of my A game. Yeah. Then get ruthlessly murdered by a monster right in front of her. What man is ever gonna follow that? Right? It would have to be super dramatic too. I hope I'd be like reaching out of the water, trying to grab her hand to pull me back on the boat, and a shark comes over and just lops me off at the wrist, and she's left just juggling my hand. And puts it up on her mantle like a lucky monkey paw for every potential suitor to see. Have you ever thought about what it would be like to be eaten by a shark? You have. That's not that's a rare answer to this question, I swear to God. Because typically people don't think about it. And here's the thing, if you haven't, let me paint a picture for you. Just imagine being eaten by a lion. Now add drowning to that. Right? Because at least the lion has the decency to give you one last gasp of God's great air. A shark is eating you alive, pulling you underwater while you also can't breathe. Which one do you even address first? Oh no, I'm being eaten, but also, This is what I figured out, though, why more people don't share this fear with us. It's because human beings are literally the only animal that are cocky enough to think they know how to take down a shark. Right? How do you stop a shark? What do you do? Exactly. What? Just punch it in the nose. That's all you gotta do. Just punch it. Just punch this giant fucking monster traveling 35 miles per hour at you, mouth agape. Just what? Just punch it right in the... Just punch... Why don't you punch a fucking Ford Taurus? See how much that slows it down. And all of a sudden, everybody is the most precision puncher of all time. Never thrown a punch on dry land. Now you're in the water. This killing machine's natural habitat. Your tooties aren't even hitting the floor. This thing is knifing through the waves, mouth open, rows of razor-sharp fangs, and you're just like... Right? It's not even a full punch either. It's an under-the-water pussy punch. Can't even get your full body behind it. What do you think that punch is gonna do? You think you're gonna hit the shark, it's just gonna turn over and then float to the top of the ocean? Then you just Tupac walk your way out of the water? I figured this room was too white to get that reference, but that's okay. America's Most Wanted, hell of a music vid. I wanted to do mushrooms in Bali, but I found out that the penalty for drugs was death by firing squad. So I decided just gun muzzles might not be the best thing to see while you're just on mushrooms. Plus, I think the last time I did mushrooms might be the last time I ever do them. Like, it's my favorite drug in the entire world, but the last time was an intense moment. It was actually with two of my best friends, their long-term serious girlfriends, and one of my buddies, Tim, goes, all right, my frat brother Ken's coming. he's a wild card. Yeah, literally the last thing you want to hear when you're about to open your soul to the universe, right? Hey, by the way, somebody's coming that you've never met before, and he's capable of anything. Well, all right, bring him in, I suppose. This kid shows up, right? We start parceling out all the mushrooms. He goes, all right, I want to scare myself to death. Grabs 6 grams, sticks them in his face. Yeah, which for those of you who don't know, 6 grams is basically the amount you want to take if you want to look God directly in the eyes. It's an intense amount, right? So we all eat a normal amount of mushrooms. This kid takes a heroic dose. Which, by the way, this is my favorite part of mushrooms, too. My favorite part isn't even the trip. My favorite part is the moment of panic that happens right after you initially eat them. Do you know what I mean? Where you eat them and you're just like, yep, this is going to happen now whether I want it to or not. Oh, right, it's like strapping yourself into a roller coaster. You feel the first clicks up the hill and you're like, I can't get out of this even if I wanted to now. This is absolutely happening. So the kid takes 6 grams. This was his reaction. For 4 hours, he just screamed at the top of his lungs. I'm dead serious. I know you guys are normal people, so you probably think that means he screamed, then like took a break, and then re-screamed. Nay, not on this night. For 4 hours, this kid was just, ah! He took his shirt off. He started like ape-hitting himself. He was saying super profound things like, you couldn't if you can't, so you won't. Like that's... It got to the point where he was flailing so violently that we had to stick him inside, and my buddy's entire front of his house is made of glass, so we're basically watching a zoo exhibit of a crazy person. Just melting down, just yelling, hitting, going, you are what you eat unless it's your feet, like that's... For 4 hours. Finally, after 4 hours, this kid kind of like gathered himself, walked towards the door, figured out how the knob worked, opened up the door, came outside, looked at me, goes, ugh. Lit up a cigarette and goes, I think the mushrooms just kicked in. Guys, thank you very much. I'm Mike Cannon. Appreciate it.
Live from the Gotham Comedy Club in New York City, Dan Harumi is taking the stage when we return. Stay tuned for more laughs on Access TV.
I'm so glad that summer's over. You know, the guy that I just broke up with never once saw me in a bathing suit. And that relationship lasted 3 years. What a pain in the ass he was. Let's go to Ibiza. Let's go to St. Bart's. Never shut up. Have you seen what the girls look like on those beaches? I want to go to a place where I feel thin. Hey, sweetie, I got an idea. Let's go to Wisconsin. Okay, making his TV debut, let's hear it for Dan Harumi.
Thank you, thank you. I was in Chinatown today. I was at my favorite noodle shop. I was having you guys, this is kind of gross. I was taking a bite of noodles, and I looked up, and I saw that green bee on the front door, the bee from the health department. It's pretty gross. And I went outside, I looked down the block. Every restaurant in Chinatown has a bee. I think Chinatown's the only place where Chinese people are okay getting a bee. It's like, 88 in your math test for beating you with the broom. Rats in the kitchen, you did your best. Hang in there. A little bit about myself. I carry a backpack with me everywhere I go. I'm one of those guys, I gotta carry a backpack because I like to eat snacks and I'm on the move. It's weird though, sometimes I'll end up in a restaurant by myself. I won't know what to do with my backpack. Like, I don't want to put it on the floor because I think it'll get dirty, but I also don't want to put it in the adjacent chair because then it looks like I'm on a date with my backpack. It's like, I'll have the Caesar salad, she'll have pencils. Boom. Cute joke. I'm real broke right now. I've been looking for a job for a long time. I've been looking for a job for so long. I'm on Craigslist, and I'm in the etc. section. I don't know how to describe this job I'm looking for. I'm just looking. I'll take what's there, I guess. If you go into the etc. section of Craigslist, there's always an ad for sperm donor. They just know at some point you're going to be desperate enough to donate sperm. I've been looking at this ad for months. Like, am I this broke? Do I need money this bad? Finally, the other day, I broke down, like, you know, I do need the money. Clicked on the link, opened up the sperm donor website. First thing on the sperm donor website is a list of requirements to be a sperm donor. Requirement number 1, you have to be 5'9" or above. I'm 5'7". I don't know if you guys have ever considered jerking off for money and then found out you weren't qualified for it. That shit hurts. It's like, if you do qualify to donate sperm, you get like $1,500 a month or something crazy. It's okay, fine. Maybe my sperm's not worth $1,500, but how about food? Right? A chocolate chip cookie, some orange juice. I just jerked off in a doctor's office. Give me some gum. I got some thinking to do. Like I said, I'm 5'7", which is average height. When I was growing up, though, I was always hoping I was going to be like a big, strong dude. I wanted to grow up and be a big, strong. Now, as I'm getting older, I'm realizing there are drawbacks to being a big, strong dude. Like, if you're a big, strong dude, everybody will ask you to crack their back. No one will ever ask me to crack their back. The thing is, though, I'm also not like a tiny person, so you're not going to ask me to walk on your back. I'm in that nice middle area where I can't do shit for your back. I can recommend a chair, probably. I know a good chair. Need some money. One thing you can do in New York City if you need money, you can work as an extra in movies and TV shows. That's what I do. They really treat you like shit when you're an extra in New York because they have so many people to pull from. I've noticed the only time I ever get treated well is when I know they need an Asian guy. All of a sudden, my stock price goes through the roof. It's like, the thing is, there's only like a handful of Asian actors in New York. Like if you're ever watching like a movie and you see like 5 Asian guys in the background, one of them is me. If you ever see more than 5 Asian guys, one of us ran off camera and changed our clothes. We're hoping you don't notice. It's like, hey, you can fire us, but you're gonna have to CGI this karate scene. It's gonna get expensive. Actually, last summer, I was an extra in a big Hollywood blockbuster movie. They made me sign a non-disclosure agreement, so I can't tell you guys what the movie was. So let's just say it involves turtles. Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, just making sure. I feel like when they first named Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they could have left the teenage part out, right? I think we all would have watched Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think their age is easily the least impressive of their 4 attributes. That's why they had to put it at the beginning of the name. It wouldn't make sense anywhere else. It's like, hey, did you hear about these mutated turtles? They learn martial arts. But get this, they're teenagers. Whoa! I've heard of Mutant Ninja Turtles, but not under the age of 20. That is remarkable. I don't know, it's, being in New York and being broke is hard. Moving to New York broke was even worse. I remember looking for an apartment. Looking for an apartment with no money in New York is horrible. It's so expensive. I remember being on Craigslist and seeing an ad for an apartment that I knew I couldn't afford before I even looked at the price, just from like the title of the post. The post title said, "Stunning Apartment." Pretty sure I can't afford to live in a stunning apartment. Even if I could live in a stunning apartment, I wouldn't want to. Like, I'm a comic. I got shit to do. I can't be getting stunned all the time. Just walking through my living room like shit had happened again. Boss asked me why I'm late for work. It's like, look, dude, I got Victorian windows. You try getting out of there. It's gorgeous. I don't know. I was at the grocery store the other day. I saw they were having a product recall for my favorite granola bar, which I had just eaten an entire box of. Hence my trip back to the grocery store. I don't know what listeria is, but I think the cure for it is eating 6 of those things in succession. The thing is, with product recall never really resonates with me because just the wording of it. Like, when I see recall, I think, like, remember? Like you recall something? So like the headline is like Toyota recalls Corolla. In my head, that's just like a bunch of guys at Toyota like, man, remember the Corolla? That was a hell of a car. I don't know, I'm 31 years old. Thank you. Drink water, guys. 31 years old, but I'm still learning things I should have learned a really long time ago. Like I just found out what a la carte means. Some of you guys are tensing up because you also don't know what it means. Let me save you some time. A la carte means you order the thing and you just get the thing. Shouldn't that just be how it is? Right, we all know what we want. I think the only reason they kept the French phrasing a la carte is because it sounds better in French than it would in English. Like in English, a la carte is, so you just want that? Like you just want the steak, you cheap piece of shit? That's a la carte in English. Like I said, I'm 5'7". I'm 5'7", but the ceilings in my apartment are 10 feet high. Sometimes I just look up at the ceiling like, what the fuck am I paying for here? All right, why am I paying for all this empty space? Why am I paying the same rent as a 10-foot tall person? I can only enjoy half of this apartment. That's bullshit. I hate paying for things and not using them. That's why I don't like buying bananas at the grocery store. When you buy bananas at the grocery store, they charge you by the pound, even though like half the weight of a banana is in the peel. What the fuck am I gonna do with the banana peel? All right, this isn't Mario Kart. You can't do something cool with the banana peel. If I'm gonna buy a banana, I want a banana and a napkin to hold it with. I want that banana a la carte, please. All right, thanks a lot, guys.
Live from the Gotham Comedy Club in New York City, Larry Vea is taking the stage when we return. Stay tuned for more laughs on Access TV. Welcome back to Gotham Comedy Live. More great stand-up coming your way starting right now.
Long ago, I was cast in my first Broadway musical. They called me and they said, would you be interested in doing Cinderella? And I said, that's very flattering. I think I'm a little too mature for the role. They said, no, we want you to be the wicked stepmother. Oh. I said, but that character doesn't sing at all. They said, we know. You've seen him in the movie Killer Instinct. Now let's give it up for Larry Vea.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, 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 thank you. Y'all made me feel real good coming up here. Thank you. Everybody except this motherfucker right here. He was like, fuck you. I didn't watch Killer Instinct. And I didn't think no black people was gonna be on the show. That is some bullshit right there. If you ever want to know what that bullshit is, that's that bullshit right there, man. I want to thank you for that lukewarm welcome. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. I'm gonna sit this right here. Don't drink it. Don't spit in it. I don't know why I'm saying it, but you look like the type, motherfucker. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. All I need you to do is watch it for me. That's all I'm asking. And I'm gonna need you to watch him, watch her. And since you're not clapping, I'll watch this whole fucking table right here. I don't trust none of these motherfuckers right here. This look like a Rubik's Cube gone wrong. What the fuck is going on right here? Fucking love this motherfucker right here. And we got Becky from the yearbook staff up in this motherfucker. What the fuck did I just walk into? What the fuck did I just walk into this motherfucker right here? I fucking love it. Yo, y'all are the best. I heard England was up in this motherfucker. Where England at? England? Over there. What's up, England? I got a question for you. How the fuck is the Queen? Yes, she is. I fucking love the Queen of England. Why do I love the Queen of England? She is older than everybody in this room put together. And she gonna outlive all of us. I swear to God, I never seen her with so much as a cold, the sniffles, nothing. Whatever y'all paying in taxes to keep that hoe up, that's what the fuck I want, man. I swear to God, yes, that's what I fucking want. Yes. I want that shit. Yes. Fuck Obamacare. I want the Queen's care. That's what the fuck I want, yo. Thank you. Yo, she is old. She gonna be the only one at her funeral. I guarantee you. She is that fucking old. I love it, man. I love the Queen of England. Why do I love the Queen of England? Because she has powers on this earth that nobody else has. Like, did you know she's the only person on this planet unprosecutable? You cannot prosecute the Queen of England for nothing. She could walk in here, shoot you for not clapping for me. She'll never see a day of trial. That's what the fuck I like, man. Did you know, England, did you know she owns every swan in the River Thames? Who the fuck owns swans? Who the fuck owns swans? Black man, you ain't never seen a swan. This motherfucker ain't never seen a swan. Who the fuck? You know, the bullshit. You could be walking in England and you could be petting a swan. She'd be like, put my shit down, put my shit down. That is my shit right there. I love the Queen of England, man. Tell her I said what's up. Tell her I said what's up, man. Tell her I said what's up. I love her, man. I love that woman, man. When you love who you love, I love who I love, man. I heard Australia was up in here. Where Australia at? Whoa, shoot, you are whiter than regular white people. God, look at this motherfucker right here. You look like you could do a commercial for snow. Look at this motherfucker right here. Look at her. You look like, yo, you look like albinos that look at you be like, turn down, bitch, turn down, turn down. I love you, girl, I love you. You look good. White people, this is what real white looks like. This is what healthy white looks like right here. This is healthy white right here. You look like you ain't had no GMOs in your food or nothing. The fuck out of here, this is some bullshit. You make regular white people look like light-skinned black people. That's what the fuck you look like. You are that pretty, girl. I like you. You're whiter than popcorn. Look at this motherfucker, right? I love you, girl. Thank you. Australia is on here. The reason I like Australia, I love Australia. Got a lot of fans in Australia. Why I like y'all? Because y'all take long vacations. Like, how long you on vacation? 4 weeks. Who the fuck goes on vacation for 4 fucking weeks? Black man, you ain't never had a job for 4 weeks. Get the fuck out of here, the bullshit. What the fuck is this? This is some bullshit, man. 4 fucking weeks. Y'all be like, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. And what do y'all say? What the fuck is an oi, oi, oi? We got Chips Ahoy. What the fuck is an oi, oi, oi? So 4 weeks, oi, 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 fuck you. Let me tell you something. You leave your job in America for 2 weeks in a day, they gonna think you dead. I swear to God, you gonna go back, your swipe card is not gonna work anymore. You're gonna have to go see security. He gonna walk you to HR. You gotta fill out the application again. Oi, 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 fuck you, Australia. The bullshit, man. The bullshit. You see what I'm talking about? I love y'all, man. I love y'all. Yo, I remember last year, like they came here all arrogant last year. They was like, yo, our economy is so much better than y'all economy. $83 for a hamburger. Here, keep the change. But not no more. That economy done evened out. You know why? Because you motherfuckers ain't working. You need to go back, contribute to the GDP, do something, sell some pussy. I don't know. Do something, motherfucker. Do something. Yo, we got this thing in America we put on our door, be back in 10 minutes. Not you motherfuckers. Y'all be like, be back in January. Fuck you, motherfucker. Y'all wait till Mexicans come to y'all country. Ooh, yeah. That oi, oi, oi shit ain't gonna work, motherfucker. Yeah, you know that shit. You know that shit. You know that shit. They're gonna be like, oi, oi, oi. They're like, no, no, no. Mi casa, not su casa, motherfucker. I love y'all, Australia. I fucking love y'all. I heard Jersey was up in this motherfucker with Jersey. I fucking love Jersey. People shit on Jersey all the time, and I hate it. I fucking hate it. They gotta stop it. Why do I hate it? Because I love Jersey. I would rather live in Jersey than New York City any day of the week. Why? No, slow down, FedEx. I got this. Slow down. Why? Because y'all got a lot of shit in Jersey we don't have in New York. Like, y'all got a great view of New York City. I swear to fucking yes, y'all do. Oh my God. Yes, you do. You can see the skyscrapers and everything. It is romantic. Take her to Jersey tonight. I guarantee you fucking whether you want to or not. I guarantee you. It is that fucking romantic. It is that romantic, black man. It is that romantic. You know what New York got? A shitty view of Jersey. Get y'all shit together, Jersey. We should not have to look at that bullshit, man. I fucking love it. And first of all, why they got black people sitting in the color section? What the fuck is going on? What the? Listen, we got 2 months left on that Barack shit. Get up here in the white people's seat. Get up here in the white people. Get out of my people's seat. Get the fuck out of my people's seat. Get the fuck out of my people's seat. I love y'all. I heard Brooklyn was in this, motherfucker. We're Brooklyn. I love Brooklyn. Let me tell you why I love Brooklyn. Because Brooklyn is being gentrified now. Yeah. If you don't know what gentrification is, that's when white people move to the hood and the black people got to leave. It is the best shit happened. People was mad. Spike Lee was mad. He was like, yo, why white people got to move to the hood? I was happy when white people moved to the hood because they brought shit to the hood we never had before, like fresh fruit. I swear to God. I never seen a ripe tomato till them motherfuckers came. I'm telling you, I thought the brown spot is where the flavor came from. That's what I thought. I'm telling you. Yes, I did. They brought their muffin shops, their cookie shops, their yogurt shops to the hood. Let me tell you something. They'll walk into a muffin shop, order one muffin, get a gift wrap. Take it home, watch Netflix all fucking night, man. They are a documentary watching people. I swear to God. I don't even Google no more. I just ask white people. That's what the fuck I do. Let me tell you, I'm telling you, because they want to know shit, man. I be like, what's the circumference of a circle, man? I love them motherfuckers. Let me tell you something. They brought safety to the fucking hood. Safety to the hood. They brought bike helmets to the hood. Black man, now you fucking know, when we was a kid, we got hit by a car on a bike, we just fucking died. Yes, we did. They said you should have been on the corner selling drugs. That's what the fuck they told us. But they brought bike helmets to the hood. They brought bike lanes to the hood. Bike lanes, and in that bike lane, you'll see a man on a bike. And if you follow that man on that bike, he'll take you straight to Trader Joe's. I swear to God. Yes, he the fuck will. Yes, he the fuck will. Yes, he will. You'll be like, oh shit, raspberry scones. Get the fuck out of here. They brought a lot of shit. They brought better drugs to the hood. They brought gluten-free Coke to the hood. Yes, the fuck they did. Come on, you know they did. If y'all could just bring education, I'd be fucking happy. Thank y'all, man. Like, I went to public schools. Anybody went to public schools in here? Wait a minute. You went to public schools? Okay, let me ask you something. Did you go to public school or did you go to a school the public could go to? There's a difference. Let me ask you a question. Did y'all have an all-black basketball team? Okay, then. You went to a school the public could go to. I got to ask you one last question. Did you have math in school? Okay, we didn't have math in school. I was talking to Army recruiters in the 3rd grade. I'm gonna say that shit right now. But that's not why I hated public schools the most. Why I hated public schools the most? Because we went on shitty field trips. Like, where did you go on a field trip? Okay, museum. We went to the same place every year, the city jail. To talk to the inmates behind the bars, and they said the same thing. You don't want to end up here. I was like, motherfucker, I don't want to be here now. Yo, that's my time. I love y'all. Thank you.
Live from the Gotham Comedy Club in New York City, Rich Aronovich is taking the stage when we return. Stay tuned for more laughs on Access TV.
You know, when I was in high school, my parents, much to my horror, were very into leisure suits. That was like the big, comfortable clothes of the day. And I was lying in bed trying to zip up my Calvins, and they were putting on their elastic waistband, and I'm thinking, that is never going to happen to me. Well, I got news for you. Every generation has their leisure suits. Today, we just call it yoga pants. This is the second time on Gotham Comedy Live. Please give a warm welcome to Rich Aronovich.
Thank you, Fran Drescher. You guys know that Fran Drescher is the only actress to play a nanny from America. Okay, so, hey, listen, I just became an American citizen about 5 months ago. I'm actually now an American citizen, which is way more difficult than you think it would be. I actually had to learn a lot of facts about America, things they do not teach you in school. And I was very nervous. I walked into this room, it's just me and this woman, right? But here's the thing. She had such a thick accent, I didn't understand a word she was saying. She's like, okay, first question. President coming on president, and my president coming on president, who become president of the United States? No, I want to become an American. So now I'm a proud American. I love America. You know what I love about America? America doesn't follow the rules. Every other country uses the metric system, right? The only people that use the metric system in this country are people who are on drugs. That's it. If you know what a gram or a kilo is, there's a reason. I tried pot once every day for 6 years. I was just in Seattle where it's 100% legal, which is not a good thing. You think it's a good thing, it's not. The potheads have too much power. They got name brands for all the pot. When I'm trying to have a cup of coffee, some kid named Dorito walks up to you. Hey, you gotta try this bubbleberry with this silver haze. It's like a wonderful sativa mix. I'm like, listen, Nacho, if you're gonna name your pot, why don't you name it something more realistic? Like, hey, why don't you try this living in your parents' basement with unrealized potential? Goes great with missing car keys and regret. Some of you will get that joke in 10 years. So now I got some exciting news. I got married May 29th. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, ladies. I'm taken. Yeah. Daddy's off the market. All carb diet. What's up? Does this body make me look fat? So now the big question is, should we have kids? And I'm afraid that we have a daughter because I know how guys think. Guys think about it all of the time. It is biological, right? Women have 1 egg a month. We literally have millions of. So my fear is having a daughter. But if I had a daughter, I wouldn't give my daughter a pretty daughter name like Amy, Bethany, Chelsea. No, I'd give my daughter like a preventative name, a name where I can sleep at night. Like my first daughter, I'm gonna name her Hepatitis C. That's my first. So my other daughter, Chlamydia. My youngest daughter, Ganaria. She's from Puerto Rico, Ganaria. By the way, that is the sexiest accent on the planet. That Puerto Rican. I was behind this woman at Subway. She made ordering a Subway sandwich sound hot. Do you know how difficult that is to do? She's like, okay, let me get a Coco Combo with extra turkey on a 9-grain whole wheat with lettuce, tomato, cucumber, black olive, onion. Put some honey mustard to make it a 16. And the guy behind the counter is like, oh no, it's a foot long. You know the worst accent on the planet? That Boston accent. Oh, that's, I got set up with a girl from South Boston. Have you heard? It's the most unattractive. Oh, you're a comic? That's gotta be very hard. Very hard. They sound like angry seagulls. You wanna get in my car? We'll go to the bar. It's not very far. Oh, you want a cracker? I don't know where to take you. You're a bird. We should go to Broadway. It's art. It's Broadway's art. Broadway's art. Fine. Stop yelling at me. We did. We went to a Broadway musical, which I think Broadway's very entertaining. I just don't think Broadway is art. Like, my definition of art does not include every thought I've ever had, I sing. Yeah. That's $400. They're taking bad movies and putting them on Broadway. Spider-Man, Legally Blonde, Rocky the musical? Like, what's next? Star Wars the musical? The Force is strong with this one. Teach me, Obi-Wan. Teach me, Obi-Wan. Who's your father, Luke? Who's your father, Luke? Sing it, Chewie. So, I love New York. You know what I love New York? I love how much New Yorkers have pride about their pizza. Unreasonable amount of pride. Like I'm originally from the South. Anybody here from the South? Anybody? Yeah? Texas, yeah? What are you guys proud of in Texas? What, your barbecue and your meth? Like, you guys have some great... I told my friend, they go, they great pizza in my neighborhood. He got mad at me. He's like, dude, I'm picking you up right now. You don't know good pizza. I'm picking you up right. And he did. He drove all the way from Long Island to show me where good pizza was. Now, I didn't like the pizza place. Had nothing to do with the pizza. I didn't like the guy who was taking my order, who in the middle of the order, he answers the phone. That's my problem. My problem is, we're an Italian pizza place. He's speaking Arabic. You know, Arabic just, it's a beautiful language. It just sounds like you removed all the consonants. Pepsi. I misjudged his ethnic background. I do this all the time. I judge people's ethnic background, and it's not a good thing. I got in trouble for it. Right? I'm sitting next to a group of guys, and I assume they're Italian. You know the type where they talk with their hands. You know, look at this freaking guy over here. I thought this freaking guy over here. But it turns out they weren't Italian. It turns out they were deaf. But I just assumed. Freaking guy over here. What? I like the way you guys are laughing and offended at the same time. I had a woman got mad at me. She comes up to me after the show. She's like, can I talk to you about some of your jokes? I was like, what's that? She's like, that was really offensive to deaf people. I was like, no deaf person has ever heard me tell that joke. I can promise you. Listen, you guys have been absolutely amazing. If you want to keep in touch with me, go to richisfunny.com. You guys have been great. Thank you so much, Gotham Live. Love you. Good night. Thank you.
Live from the Gotham Comedy Club in New York City, Fran Drescher is taking the stage when we return. Stay tuned for more laughs on Access TV.